So occasionally I'll get a comment that goes something in the form like, hey, I like your regular videos, and I've seen that you've done a couple of these like outdoor vlog videos. What happened to those? Or why did you stop doing the outdoor vlogs? Or hey, I like the outdoor vlogs. When are you going to make another one? Or just other things asking about the outdoor vlog videos. And you know what? I actually do enjoy these videos, so I thought, these birds are being really loud right now. So I thought, why don't I actually go and do another one? Because the weather has cleared up a bit, and it's a good time to go and do one of these videos. So I don't actually know why people really want this outdoor content from a Linux creator. I know that a lot of other people who are in the Linux sphere also make this outdoor content from time to time. Obviously, a notable example is someone like Luke, who records in his very uniform looking forest where all the trees are placed in perfect lines. It's a really weird looking place. And obviously DT's done a couple of them as well, where he went to like a political rally and he's done like his own sort of rants in the woods as well. And Chris Occhipenti, who frequently does stuff lying in his hammock outdoors, or will occasionally do stuff recording, messing with the computer in his car, things like that. So it seems like a lot of Linux creators do this content, and obviously other people do it as well. But I don't really know what the deal is and why people want to see this, but I'm entirely happy to make it. It's fun content to make. Personally though, I feel like it is kind of the worst content I do make, because the main stuff I do, like the tutorials and the software showcases, those videos I plan out pretty much from the start to the end. Now I don't script them because I feel like scripting a video kind of creates a really boring video. Plus I'm not really good at reading scripts, so you can probably tell when I try to just read commands on my screen. I'm pretty bad at reading and speaking at the same time. It's not something I've ever tried doing. Obviously I could get better at it and maybe that would make better content, but I also don't want to write scripts because that's a lot of work, and I feel like it's better to do stuff more off the cuff, and then you get me stumbling over things and thinking it's funny and then just leaving it in the actual video. So because of that, I felt like the regular content was going to be better than this sort of off the cuff stuff, but I feel like I've gotten to the point now where I actually would watch my own content. For a while, my content I felt like was getting better and I saw that people were enjoying it, but if I ran across my own channel and I was someone different, I would not have subscribed to my channel. But I feel like at this point, I've gotten to the point where the content is watchable, and especially with this more off-the-cuff stuff, I feel like this has gotten really to the point where I can actually make something that someone might actually want to watch. And I think part of the reason that's helping with that, there's actually two things. So one is my regular content. So the regular content, I said I plan out. Now, as I said, I don't script it, but that means I still have to think on my feet from time to time. Sometimes I don't plan it out as much as some other videos. Sometimes I do really strict planning, but there's still times in those videos where I kind of go off script and start, talking about some other stuff related to what I'm saying. And because of that, it's really, really helped me think on my feet as I'm trying to make these videos. And same with my podcast. That has honestly been where I've been seeing these massive improvements. If I go look at my first episode of the podcast, comparing it to 24 will be out when this goes out, I reckon? 3. Wait, whenever this comes out, 23 or 24, they're both going to be solo episodes. And you can really see how much I've improved at just rambling about nothing in the solo podcast. Obviously, when I have a guest, you can kind of bounce stuff off the guest. But when you're by yourself, you kind of have to keep the show rolling by yourself. It's a bit different with the live stream because you have the chat also there. But when you're just recording something and then uploading it afterwards, creating like an hour or 2 hours of interesting content with nothing else to bounce off of except your own thoughts is really difficult. And it seems like I've gotten to the point now where that content is actually watchable. I won't say good, it's watchable, which is a massive improvement over what it was. So basically the reason why I stopped doing this is because I didn't think it was good content, and there were some other reasons as well. So the other one was that the weather's been pretty bad up until fairly recently. So as you can see, it's pretty much crystal clear out here today. There's like hardly any clouds. But it's still technically winter, I think. I actually don't know what season it is. If someone knows what season it is in Australia, tell me. What season is, whatever month we're in? August? Yeah. What season is August? I should probably know this, but I don't care. All I care about is how cold it is. And it's a little chilly. It's like 13 degrees Celsius, which probably doesn't sound cold to anyone who lives in a cold place, but I'm an Australian and Australians don't deal well with the cold unless you live in like the snowy mountains. Anyway, ignoring that, basically it's been pretty bad weather out here. It's been raining a lot and it's been cold, and that just wouldn't make good content. Obviously recording in the rain would be pretty bad content. It might ruin my phone. It will just ruin my day all around. So didn't want to record in that. And the other big thing was that there are certain types of videos that I want to do as vlogs. So I've got a video coming up soon where I'm going to basically be stealing a copy of, or stealing something that DT did, where he basically recounted his computing history. Now, it's my history, so I don't care if people think I stole the idea from DT. I stole the idea from DT, but it's my history, so I don't care. And there's other stuff I want to do, like talking about how going to university right now is a big waste of money, not because the university system is always broken, but specifically because of what's happening right now. Going to university is a bad idea. Take a gap year, at least take a gap semester. Don't go back right now. It's really bad. It's really, really bad how it's being structured, and most lecturers have no idea what to do. So content like that, where I don't need to show anything on the screen and I can sort of just ramble about my own experience, that sort of stuff I can do as these general vlogs. But even things like when I'm, going over the news or going over some sort of article, or even a lot of stuff where I'm just talking about, stuff that's just, it's not an article, but it's stuff that's just happening around. That stuff I still generally take notes for, because I want to make sure that I'm actually saying something that's accurate. And when I'm trying to talk about something that's not personal to my own life, it's a little bit difficult to remember what I'm trying to say without having some sort of notes. I usually don't read all of the notes, but it's just in case I forget what I'm trying to say, it's better to have that, like those notes there. Now, when it's recounting my own personal experience, I don't really have that exact same sort of problem. I keep thinking that someone's going to walk down this track. No, I usually come to this track and there's no one here. One dude walked down before, and I think he's the only dude who actually knows about this track. Now, I should be used to just recording in front of people anyway, but for whatever reason, it still trips me up. Anyway, what I was getting at was when I'm recounting my own experience, that sort of stuff, it's much, much easier to do without notes, because it's just me, talking about my own life. I shouldn't need notes to just remember what I'm trying to say. My memory is bad, but it's not that bad. So when I do those videos about my computing history or about how terrible uni is right now, those things I can do as vlogs. And I was thinking of doing them as vlogs in my room, but we definitely get a much more interesting background when I record like this. So maybe I'll do those outside. I'm thinking of doing it because, as I said, this is fun and it's nice to get outside of that room. I don't mind being in my room all the time, but it is nice to get outside and get a bit of sun. I do go for walks every day, but just being in a place that isn't that room, that has that awful echo and is just in the same spot every day. When you record 7 videos a week and then you do other stuff on your computer and you're pretty much just always at your computer and in your room, it does get a bit, samey at some point. So doing videos like this definitely does break up the monotony of just always being in the same place, going through the same motions. So yeah, I'm going to be doing more like this. Hopefully, as I do more of them, they will become more and more interesting and will actually, be interesting for people to watch rather than just me stumbling across what I'm trying to say like I used to be doing. If you go back to my really early content, back when I was doing vlogs in the shed, you can see how much I have actually improved. This is, once again, I won't say good, but if you go compare it to some of the shed vlogs, those videos were really bad. Really, really bad. I've talked about those on the channel before, back at my 5K special video. I did a video where I was laughing at myself back in the past. People didn't like that video. They thought the content was good. I don't get it. It was bad content. But anyway, I thought that content was terrible. It was really bad. And especially if you compare it to what I'm doing now, it is unwatchable. So I'm happy that people have stuck along this long to the point where my videos have actually become watchable. And yeah, that's pretty much everything I want to say today. I will cut back to reading out my supporters. So thank you for watching, and yeah, go listen to that, I guess. Before I go, I'd like to thank my supporters Joachim Corbinian, Craig, Nathan, Andrew Montazar, Joseph, Peter D. Road, Tony Donald, John, Mikael, Spaghetti, and Zilva. If you want to go support my work, there'll be some links down below, as well as my Amazon affiliate links where you can buy the gear I use in this channel, or anything else you want, and I'll have a small kickback for it. Also, go check out my podcast, that is Tech of a Tea, available on Library and YouTube, and the audio version available wherever you listen to audio podcasts. Also, go check out this channel, available on Library, BitTube, BitChute, and some other platforms as well. And remember to smash the like button and leave me a comment down below. And remember to subscribe and ding the little bell icon down below as well. So I think that is pretty much everything for me, and I'm out.